I'm Bobby Covina.
And I am Professor Bill, and this is
the West Coast Beercast.
So today, what do we have on the menu?
Well, today is IPAs, India Pale Ales.
Fantastic.
We're going to start with the Stone IPA, which is kind of like the Guinness of stouts. Stone would be the standard, right?
Right, only good.
Only
and
good.
If you live in Southern California. Up next, the Bear Republic Racer 5 IPA. Excellent one.
Lagunitas, another straightforward IPA.
After that, we go to Pizza Port, the Pizza Port Wipeout IPA.
Never tried that.
Pizza Port's good stuff.
Okay, Dogfish Head. This is the 90-minute. Couldn't get that 120 because they threw out the whole batch. But
yeah, no good.
That's like the Cadillac of it.
Alright, so those are the standard 5. We have 2 specialty IPAs. The one I will introduce is the Stone Brew out of Escondido, Sublimely Self-Righteous IPA. This is a dark IPA, so it looks like a dark beer, but it tastes more like an India Pale Ale. Very cool, looking forward to trying that.
Excellent.
And lastly?
Yes, Green Flash, the L'Afrique. So this is a blend. It's like an English style IPA blended with a Belgian triple. Interesting. All right.
Sounds good. So let's go ahead, let's take a look at a brief history and a rundown of IPAs.
India Pale Ale is a type of ale that is light amber to copper in color, medium to medium high alcohol content, with hoppy, bitter, and sometimes malty flavor. It was first brewed in England in the 18th century. The first known expression of India Pale Ale comes from an advertisement in the Liverpool Mercury newspaper in 1835, referred to as Pale Ale as prepared for India. You see, the beer, once it reached India, was skunk beer. So they added the hops, a generous amount, as an astringent, and bumped up the alcohol content, hence no skunk beer. The style of IPA which has emerged in the USA is considered to be a distinct variant from those brewed in England, and is sometimes termed American IPA. Double IPAs, or dippers, have high amounts of malt and hops, and alcohol content usually above 7%. Some brewers think they should properly be called San Diego Pale Ales, since the style most likely started near San Diego. A relatively new variant is the Cascadian Dark Ale, or Black IPA, with characteristically dark or black appearance due to roasted malts while retaining the hoppy aroma of typical IPAs. Example of this, Stone Brewing's Sublimely Self-Righteous Ale. Yet another variant is Belgian-style IPA, which blends English-style IPAs with traditional Belgian triple.
All right, so I hope you enjoyed that brief history lesson on IPAs.
Yeah, he's kind of a dork who is...
It's like Mr. Belvedere or something.
I don't know. It's awful. Anyway, we're going to get started first with our Stone IPA. This is Stone Brew out of Escondido. This is 6.9%. This is one of my favorites. Oh, that's good.
Clean as the driven snow.
Super hoppy. Clean as the driven snow.
Yes, it's just pure.
It's
is.
Like... If you've never had an IPA, do not start with this. This one will knock your socks off.
Yeah, it's hoppy.
Super hoppy. It's a fresh hops.
Yeah.
You can almost taste the flowers. Very floral. You crunch up a bunch of assorted flowers you would get at the grocery store and do that. Yeah.
Hoppy yet refreshing. That's what I would say.
Yeah. Delicious. Alright, so up next, here's the Bear Republic Racer 5 IPA. I discovered this one in Colorado Springs at Trinity Brewing. They had Racer 5 on tap. If you have Racer 5 on tap, oh, it's really good. This one I don't think is going to be as floral. We'll give it a go.
Yeah.
Much more mellow.
Very mellow.
Now I'm going to start by saying this is also one of my favorites. It's one of the go-to IPAs. Comparing the two, it's more acidic. Mm-hmm. I don't want to say urine, but that's what's coming to mind.
We just lost half our viewers right there.
Oh No.
Hey, drink some beer that tastes like urine.
It's not floral. It's not. It doesn't taste as hoppy. It's definitely bitter.
Okay.
I get the bitterness, but I don't get any of the flowers.
Yeah, it's just.
Smells all right. Kind of smells like pancakes.
Yeah, I kind of like a little more hop in the IPA.
Yeah.
You know, when you're going to reach for an IPA, you want to just bite you, right?
Yeah, and this doesn't.
No.
It doesn't
But-
bite you.
But this is a good one to start your girlfriend on if you want to get her to like IPAs.
Yeah, and I love this one.
Petaluma,
This is
California.
in Petaluma. It's with San Diego, Sonoma County. This is Petaluma. I don't know where that is. Much sweeter to me.
Yeah, sweet and then bitter. The aftertaste has a lot more
Yeah.
bitter finish than, say, the Stone, I think.
Yeah.
But
I'm getting a lot of sour too, like Sour Patch Kids or the sour candy straws. The attack on it.
wow, I'm trying to get there, but
I'm going sour straws.
sour straws?
Yeah. It was good, and like a sour, like tangy, citrusy kind of finish. So like if you took sour straw, drank through it with orange Powerade,
Okay.
and then sucked on a lemon rind.
So I think we just lost the other half of the viewers. That one.
Maybe so.
Yes, okay.
Oh,
I can see that. Yeah.
That's
you
what I'm
drink it
thinking.
Through the sour stew, we just have that hint of, yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So I like it. It's good.
That's, yeah.
Stone IPA still my
Another
number
kind
one.
of mellow one. I think, you know,
Right.
could, if you don't want overly hoppy, I think it's the balance of malt with hops that gives it that kind of sweeter little tap.
Pizza Port, another North County San Diego brewery.
7%.
7%. That seems to be the median.
Drink responsibly.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Wipeout IPA. Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That
Very
hits you.
different.
That
All
hits
of a
you
sudden.
hard. There's way more ahead on this also. The other is just you poured and you saw mostly yellow. This was mostly head.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's got to be way more hops, I guess, than
Yeah.
the other ones, I'd say. They weren't really going for balance. They were just like,
Yeah, just
give them
all
some
hops.
Yeah.
There's malt in there, so it counts as a beer, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Wipeout. Wow.
Wow, I'll have to compare this. This is up there with the Stone IPA now.
You think?
Yeah. No, top two for sure.
Okay, so now we're to Dogfish Head, which, this is the 90 minute. There's 30, 60, 90,
120.
120. Tried to get to 120. Couldn't because they kicked out the whole batch. They go through like 40 different quality control checks. And they're really, if it doesn't meet up to their standards, they toss the whole batch, which unfortunately happened this last time. The 90 is really good though. Just ridiculous amount of hops. They'd use like 40 different kinds of hops. It's just, wow.
Really
Throw everything
flavorful.
in there.
And those different numbers means how long they add the second batch of hops into it and let it sit before they pull out that.
9%. 9%.
Now I'm going to compare the Dogfish Head to the Lagunitas. You can see the color is just way different. This is much, much darker. The other one almost looks like you could be like a...
Use a real tasting
A
glass
Coors
so
Light.
you can see.
Alright.
There you go. Yeah, a little more amber in color.
So, yeah, much, much darker. A lot maltier on the nose.
Yeah.
Lots of malt. Much maltier, a lot,
Yeah.
way
Lot-
more
wow.
complex.
Very. It's like,
Wow. That's really hoppy.
it's like the flavors change as it,
The whole time.
It's like
A smorgasbord of
like
flavors.
yes, exactly.
It goes to like 20 in a second. Like the beginning of the universe.
But
Have you heard about that?
surprisingly,
The first nanosecond, there's only unit of time in the universe. That's what this beer is.
yeah, it's like all the flavors of beer in one beer.
All the good flavors. Wow. I don't think I could stand much more than just one of these beers.
You can't guzzle this. It's like a sip. You gotta,
intense,
you gotta
almost,
really
yeah.
enjoy it. It'd probably be amazing to pair this with some good like baby back ribs or something. That would just.
Yeah, let's go get some ribs.
Wow, definitely. That definitely
Wow.
kicked it up a notch.
And that's an Imperial India Pale Ale. Imperial means they just add extra hops to it. So if you hear about an Imperial IPA, that's the difference.
So this is another Stone, Sublimely Self-Righteous. First time I had this, I didn't even know it was an IPA. I thought it was just a dark, like stouty ale kind of thing. But no, it's a Cascadian dark ale, or they also call it black IPA sometimes. And don't know quite how they make it.
Yeah, I don't know. Should have asked them. One on a tour, if you head down to San Diego or what's that?
8.7.
8.7%.
Yeah.
This is one of their newer ones. If you're ever down in the San Diego area, make sure and check out Stone Brew. And also, Joe was just telling me, go to AleSmith. We'll get to them when we talk about some other. Ales.
This was actually one of their anniversary ales that was like a limited edition, and it was so good that they said, we're just going to
keep it.
Give it a label.
Oh. Always look out for those Stone anniversaries also.
Yeah, see, that just... It's nothing like a regular IPA.
No.
Really
but it's
is.
definitely an IPA. If you don't know what's an IPA, this one will mess with you. The first time I tried this, I didn't know it was an IPA, and it's like, this is weird.
This is like that old commercial years ago where the guy branded, the chocolate and the peanut butter, and they bumped into each other.
Yeah.
This is like somebody spilled a stout in an IPA, and they're just like, well,
Yeah.
we're not going to throw this out, so drink it.
Because I get lots of chocolate for the finish.
Yeah. That's what I was
Lots
gonna
of
say,
chocolate.
But none of the other IPAs tasted anything like chocolate.
Not
So this is
remotely. No. When comparing the color of those, it's silly.
Okay, so here's the moment we've all been waiting for. Every one of these IPAs was good in its own way, but this is a whole different breed. Le Freak by Green Flash. Green Flash makes excellent IPAs, a whole variety of them, but this one is a Belgian-style IPA, so they blend a Belgian triple with a traditional English-style IPA. And this is 9.2.
Okay.
So this is and it tastes like 9.2.
It does.
It really does. It's
I
not
taste
as-
alcohol. I taste spices.
almost the same alcohol content as the Dogfish had, but yet that one, the alcohol just...
No. No, I do not like this. I taste alcohol and spices and nothing amazing to it. When I think of an IPA, I do not think of this. It does not taste like an IPA.
Well,
tastes
it's
like
its own breed. That's what you got to think about. You can't put it in a box. You got to like just...
breed needs to be put in a box and buried.
I'm thinking... I have to say that I think it grows on you. You got to,
Grows on me like a tumor. Do not. No, I am over this beer.
All right, so now it's time for the Professor Bill rundown.
All right, here's the rundown. Let's do it. Stone IPA. If you're looking for an IPA that just reaches out and grabs you and says, this is an IPA, this is an IPA. It's fantastic. I've never been disappointed or unrefreshed after having the Stone IPA.
I don't think anybody's going to disagree with you.
Phenomenal. If you live somewhere in the world where you don't have access to Stone, you need to move to Southern California. Beer Republic, Racer 5 IPA. Again, I think it's just a staple among beer and IPAs in general. If you go head-to-head with the Racer 5 and the Stone IPA, I don't think it holds up as much. No. Still good. Mellower. It doesn't have as much of the floral attack on it, but good. Lagunitas, compared to the others, I would say much more uneventful. Good, decent, and it's a great beer.
But well balanced. So maybe
Right.
like a first time IPA drinker.
Right, it's a pretty mellow IPA, so I think you're good going with that. With the exception of the Freak, all of these I've loved, and I would definitely have this again. If I saw this on tap, it's phenomenal. Pizza Port, another San Diego company, Wipeout IPA. That was another good one. What else do you remember about this one?
Just completely different. They hopped it up. It's like...
super hoppy.
Yes. They didn't try to hide the hops.
Yeah. The Dogfish head, it's ridiculously complex, has everything you could ever imagine in a good beer without the alcohol and the weird finish. Really,
9%.
yeah, it's 9%. So watch out with this
That's one of these, and you're
done.
okay.
The Sublimely Self-Righteous, in a class all its own, much like me, I would say. It's a stout married to an IPA. You get all the wonderfulness of an IPA, plus the wonderful finish of the stout. The finish is what
Yeah.
blew me away.
The Freak,
Done.
I think that it's a whole new experience. If you've had all these IPAs and you haven't tried this, give it a Green Flash. Makes great beers.
I've heard good things about
You
Green
know,
Flash, another San Diego brewery.
Give it a try. You might like it. You might, obviously, different people have different tastes. All right, now the moment we've been waiting
time for
This is
the
going to be a tough pick of the week.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
First of all, I can go with the ones I do not like. Definitely not Green Flash Brew with the Freak. Lagunitas doesn't stack up. Compared to these, I'm surprised. Racer 5 does not stack up. It was good, but it wasn't that good. I have to say between the Stone IPA and the Dogfish Head 90 Minute.
Yeah?
Those are my two.
So what's the pick? You got to pick one.
Well, you gonna give me your rundown?
I mean, Stone is Stone. What is it? You know, everybody. But I have to say that this, for complexity, you got to give it this one. I mean, they really,
No.
you can tell that they put a lot into brewing their beer. It's like these guys, they probably lay awake at night, stressing about, like, is this batch, you know,
Yeah.
just right. So
Gotta make it just right.
You can
That's
tell.
actually my pick too. I was gonna wait and hold back and see what you thought.
for once we
The
agreed.
Dogfish Head, we agreed last week.
We did.
We're 2 for 2. We
I can't
agree
remember.
100% of the time.
Okay. So the box.
The box. Let's put it in the box. Pick of the week.
Pick of the week. Okay, so the new Stone
Bottle opener.
bottle opener that you picked up a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah, at Stone Brew last week.
Nice.
Some of the best food I have ever had. Absolutely.
Food.
Food and beer. The food's like their beer. It's intense. You name it, and they do it phenomenally. So I'm pleasantly surprised by this Dogfish Head. Wow. It has a malty nose.
Tastes better in a big mug too.
It does.
Yeah.
What about an arrogant bastard ale mug? Pint glass. Wow. It smells delicious, tastes delicious. Good nose, good attack.
Just remember it's 9%, so keep that in mind because it doesn't
So watch
taste
out.
like it at all.
Does not at all, which makes it even better, which makes it our pick of the week. So, for West Coast Beercast, I am Professor Bill.
Bobby Covina
Signing off. Visit us, westcoastbeercast.com.
is saying
This is us saying, now that's a beer.